Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. It is a beautiful Sunday here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise. Wherever you are around the globe, I'm excited today. Yes, I'm excited, not because we won the match, but because we put up a great performance. All 11 players that were on the pitch, they gave their absolute best. They gave everything within them. Yes, they gave everything they could ever give. For Chelsea Football Club, I'm sorry. For Chelsea Football Club, they gave everything. It ended 1-1. Honestly, this game could have ended 3-0 in the first half. This game could have ended 3-0 in the first half if we were to have Benzema in that January transfer window. You can imagine Benzema being given the opportunity Nicolas Jackson had in the first half to score that goal. Benzema would have made a faster decision. Nicolas Jackson, maybe he will grow one day and become that striker we want him to be. But right now, as we speak, he is not there yet. As we speak, Nicolas Jackson is not there yet. Benzema could have scored that goal, would have gotten a 3 points. Maybe by now, we would have been talking about we being on the 9th position or 8th position. Even Raheem Sterling in this game, the first opportunity that he missed out, Benzema could have scored. Any out and outright striker could have scored those 2 goals in the first half. In fact, we could have scored 4 goals in the first half. Missed opportunities, missed chances, dear friend, it's what made us get a draw. Yeah, why we are not feeling so bad, most of us, is because most of us never even gave ourselves an opportunity. I was optimistic. I was optimistic. If you watch my pre-match analysis, my predicted lineup, I said it that we were going to win the match 2-1. And I made it very clear, we need to be positive going into the game. We need to believe in ourselves first. And now the boys, they gave everything. If not for the changes Pochettino made, listen, Poch, my goodness. You cannot defend against Man City. They will surely penetrate. They will find a way out. They will find, you see that they brought in only who? Bernardo Silva. Only one change they made. Only one change they made. If you are defending against Man City, they must find a way out. They must. They will surely. But when we were attacking in the first half, the game was open. As a matter of fact, we were doing far better than they were doing. We came back second half, then it was like maybe the instruction was to defend and to protect the 1 goal. You don't defend 1 goal lead against Man City. Pochettino, Poch, you don't defend 1 goal lead against Man City. No. No. It was a wrong decision. You took out Sterling and you brought in Casadei. You took out Cole Palmer and you brought in Trevor Chalobah. So you have now 5 at the back line. So, okay, 5 at the back line, then you got deflection from the same Trevor Chalobah. In fact, the ball came through, passed through Casadei. Casadei could not block it. He now went and hit Trevor Chalobah's leg and deflected into the goal. Look at the tactical changes that we made. That cost us the game. If you want to make, I would have expected at least you bring in Madueke on that right flank. If you really want to take away Kopama, think maybe he's tired, you bring on Madueke. Then on the left side, if you think Raheem Sterling is tired, you still have Modric there. At least give him another opportunity. This is a big game. Modric is there on the bench. There was no need to start defending for 20-30 minutes against Man City. You killed the game, Pochettino. Once again, your first 11, your tactical first 11 was spot on. Now quickly, let's go to this first 11. What was Chelsea's first 11? We started in goal post with Petrovic. Then we had Malo Gusto, who had an excellent game against Doku. And let me also remind you that Cole Palmer did help Malo Gusto so much. Cole Palmer is always there as the first block before Malo Gusto. So it made the work much more easier for Malo Gusto. Cole Palmer did a defensive work last night. Excellent defensive work as well. Helping Malo Gusto on that right flank. So we have Malo Gusto on the right. Then we have Benchiwe on the left. That is what the coach used. Then Levi Cowell and Disasi were at the center of the defense. Levi Cowell and Disasi, and we saw Disasi winning man of the match, playing man of the match performance. He put his head, his body, every part of himself online for the game. We had Enzo Fernandez, who didn't have a bad day. He also played his heart out. Casado was in the game throughout the first half. He dominated the first half until he got a yellow card. Then it looks like he now needs to be careful. He now needs to sit up, and otherwise he would have gotten a red. So it was from second half that Casado was a bit relaxed, but he was tackling here and there. He was aggressive. I believe that was the instruction given to him by the coach. So in the first half, things were under control in that midfield. Things were under control in that midfield. Then in the attack, we have Kopama on the right, Raheem Sterling on the left. Gallagher was sitting right on top of Enzo Fernandez and Casado. And Gallagher's duty was to put pressure on Manchester City's players that are going to be attacking. City's attack. Gallagher's duty was to be putting pressure on them. Anytime they receive the ball, anywhere they are with the ball, run and put pressure on them. So that they'll be forced to either make a mistake or to lose the ball. Then we have Nicolas Jackson heading the attack. Dear friend, this is our first 11 that we started the game with. And we were able to manage the game. We were dominating the game. We had opportunities. We created chances. Kopama's chance that he created in this game, excellent pass through. He has the ability to hold on to the ball, pass the ball through to the right person. We saw the opportunities he created. But because we did not have an outright striker, Nicolas Jackson, I don't know when, and even Raheem Sterling, thank God for the goal he scored. It is his goal that he redeemed himself by scoring that one. Otherwise, he knows, I believe he knows by himself. Now, look at Manchester City. They started also with Anderson. They have Kyle Walker, they have Akanji, they have Diaz, and they have Ake. And then they play 4-1-4-1 formation, 4-1-4-1 formation. So they had Rodri at the midfield. Rodri controlled every bit of the game for Manchester City in the second half. With the first half, he didn't see much of it, but in the second half, Rodri, he controlled the game at that midfield. And you see, Man City, they are an attacking side. And so 4 players were attacking Chelsea. This is why it was wrong for Chelsea to be defending. Because if the ball is not with Foden, the ball will be with Kevin De Bruyne. If it's not with him, it will be with Alvarez. If it's not with him, then Doku. Mostly they were using Doku more. But even though Malo Gusto was there and tamed Doku, but he still was a dangerous guy. You see, then they had Erling Haaland, who was heading the attack. He missed so many opportunities today. Yesterday. He missed so many opportunities last night. He cost Man City the game, but it was all good for Chelsea. Just as we also missed many opportunities. Just as Chelsea also missed many opportunities, so did he also miss a lot of opportunities. And I tell you what, you see, as it stands right now, he is a good striker. But believe me or not, 31 shots for Man City, Erling Haaland, but only 1 goal scored. He had 31 opportunities to score goal, but he scored only 1, according to Sky Sports. That is Erling Haaland's current record for you. Not in this game alone, but in the past few games that he played. That is Erling Haaland for you. Dear friend, that is our lineup that we use. Chelsea could have won this game squarely, but we couldn't. And this is what Jamie Carragher had to say regarding our defensive play tonight. He said, I think it makes it very difficult for Thiago Silva to get back into the team between now and the end of the season. Unless someone gets injured, I think the days of Thiago Silva playing for Chelsea have got to come to an end. Looking at the performance of Disasi and Levi Cowell, it will be difficult now for Thiago Silva to come back into the starting 11. That is what he's saying. But I believe with tactical switches, anything can happen. Our next game is against Liverpool. I believe with this performance, we can do something. We can win the match. And if we can put up this same performance, and our coach not making that mistake of second half coming in with the defensive lineup, trust me, we can finish Liverpool in first half. Dear friend, I will see in the next one when you see.
You proud are you with that performance today?
Very pleased and very proud. I think I told the player how I felt. I feel, sorry. I think very good performance. The spirit that we show is in the way that we need to keep the momentum and keep this spirit, and the character, I think great. And now, yes, to keep going, keep moving in this direction. Really important game, for us. We should win, because if we score the second, I think should be close to win the game. But I think the performance and the effort was massive.
The discipline and the tactical side in the first half especially was so important, wasn't it? And you were creating chances on the counter-attack as well.
Very good first, 45 minutes. And the second half, yes, I think maybe was not easy, because they started to force us to play deep, but we create a few chances that should score. I think we didn't allow them to create too many chances. Only I think we match in the same situation of the chances that we create, both teams. But I think the spirit is the most important, and the character that we show, I think that is to make us to realize that is the way that we need to compete.
Defensively so strong. Tell us about the relationships that they're building in this team. We're looking at Disassi and Gusto, especially down the right-hand side today.
Yes, I think yes, and Levi and Ben Chilwell, I think it was an amazing effort, the keeper, but I think the whole team deserved big credit, because I think in the way that the work ethic was amazing.
Talking about work ethic and also spirit, is that something that you can coach when you're building this team?
No. You need to fight again, a group of players, but not only the player, is the circumstance, and to try to always keep pushing and realize that we need to compete better, that we need to be more consistent, that we need to be very autocritic and push ourselves, and to give more and more and more, than never is enough. That always is a process of time we were talking about. That is why the last 3 games the team started to show that care, that start to realize in the way that we were talking a lot. But that is a process always that take time, and now I think is the moment to keep the momentum, because we are in a good way. That make to also to believe to the player that was in a good way, in the way that we were pushing.
It's a really good point, because 3 big performances back to back. What does that do now? You've got a clear week as well, haven't you, to prepare for Wembley next week?
Now is the most important is to be, that was the challenge, that to be consistent. 3 games that we were very consistent in our performance, and now is to keep moving there. I think we were talking about how we need to take this week, talking that we are going to face another team, another very good team like Liverpool. I think if Manchester is the best, Liverpool is the second best. Yes, I think it's going to be important in the way that we are going to prepare, but I think the most important is in the way that we today we play and we compete, because that is in the way that we need to compete in Wembley Sunday.